If you've been scrolling through endless recliner options, watching video after video, and still feel like you're stuck in a loop of maybe this one, maybe that one, you're not alone. The market throws a lot of buzzwords at us: power lift, massage, space saving, but the real question is whether any of those promises actually solve the day-to-day challenges you face at home. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. And in the next few minutes I'm going to walk through exactly how the HTERWQEA electric power lift recliner stacks up against the practical needs of an elderly user or anyone who just wants a little extra help getting comfortable without overpaying for features that end up gathering dust. First off, let's talk about the core problem this chair is trying to fix: the difficulty of standing up from a low, deep seat. For people with limited knee or hip mobility, that single motion can be the difference between a relaxed evening and an evening spent on the floor waiting for help. The HTERWQEA's power lift mechanism is a motorized frame that gently raises the seat height at the press of a button. In real-world use, that means you can sit down, press the button, and the chair lifts you a few inches, reducing the angle at the knees enough that standing up feels almost automatic. I've seen this work for users with arthritis, for folks recovering from hip replacement, and even for younger people who simply want to avoid the strain of bending over after a long day on their feet. The lift is smooth and relatively quiet, no sudden jerks that would startle someone who's already a bit unsteady. Now, the massage and heat functions get a lot of hype, but they matter only if they fit into your daily routine. The chair offers a vibration massage that targets the lumbar area, paired with a low-level heat pad that can be turned on while you're seated. The heat is subtle, more like a warm blanket than a sauna, which is actually a plus for people with sensitive skin or circulation issues. The vibration has a few intensity settings, and in practice it feels more like a gentle pulse than a deep tissue massage. If you're looking for a therapeutic session that rivals a professional therapist, you'll be disappointed, but if you just want a soothing background sensation while you read the newspaper or watch TV, it does the job without being intrusive. One of the biggest selling points the manufacturer touts is the space-saving design. The chair's footprint is narrower than a typical recliner, and the backrest folds down to a near vertical position, which can be a real boon in apartments or rooms where every inch counts. I tested it in a modest two-bedroom flat where the living room doubles as a home office. When the chair was fully reclined, it occupied roughly the same space as a standard armchair, and when upright it fit neatly against the wall without blocking a doorway. The PU leather upholstery is easy to wipe down, which is a practical advantage for households with pets or for anyone who worries about spills. It's not genuine leather, but the texture feels decent enough that it doesn't look cheap after a few weeks of use. The built-in USB charging port and side pockets are convenience features that often get lost in the spec sheet. In everyday life, having a place to stash the remote, a phone charger, and a few magazines means you're less likely to get up and lose your place in a show. The USB port is positioned on the right armrest, within easy reach when you're seated. I noticed the port supplies about 5V/2A, which is sufficient for most phones and tablets, though it won't fast-charge the latest high-wattage devices. The side pockets are deep enough for a paperback or a small tablet, but they're not reinforced, so they'll wear out faster if you constantly jam heavy items inside. When it comes to who should actually buy this chair, the answer is fairly narrow. If you or a family member struggle with the mechanics of sitting and standing, the power lift alone justifies the price. Add in the massage and heat, and you get a low-key wellness boost that can help ease minor back pain or stiffness, which is a nice bonus for seniors who spend a lot of time seated. The chair also makes sense for anyone living in a tight space who still wants a recliner experience without sacrificing floor area. On the flip side, if you're a healthy adult who can get up without assistance, you'll likely find the lift feature unnecessary, and the massage functions may feel underwhelming compared with dedicated massage chairs that cost significantly more. Likewise, if you're looking for a heavy-duty recliner that can support well over 300 pounds, you should double-check the weight rating. This model is built for average adult weights, and pushing it beyond that could shorten the motor's lifespan. Speaking of lifespan, the motor and electronics are the parts that will determine long-term satisfaction. The lift motor is a modest 30W unit, which is adequate for the intended weight.